I thought that we played really well, and I think it was interesting because, our service pressure was really good, and we got them disrupted right off the bat in the match, and they kind of bailed on the first set. They started making all these subs, and when they're doing that, I'm like, I've been in that chair before, and I know that Sean was just basically saying, look, I'm going to put new people in here. I'm going to let these starters sit for a second, see if I can get something else going. And then we end up winning big, but unfortunately it lulls us to sleep, and then they put their regular lineup back in the second set, and they played pretty well. Roberts and Wally started, getting better and Wally had 1 attempt or 0 attempts or something in the first set. So once those guys are into the game, they become very much a lot better. And what they're really good at is they will change tempos in the middle of the game. Their outside hitters will hit really good off the top of blocks and around. They're very creative outside hitters. And and then I thought they did a better job of blocking us, through the middle part of that match. What I did really like from my team today, though, was the third set. We're staying close. They're ahead of us. We're ahead. We're tied. And then all of a sudden we took a nice little, created a nice scoring gap and stuck it out through the rest of the match. And that was tough competitiveness by my team. And they end up, we win the match easily then.
There was a couple times when Boise started to creep up
Mm-hmm.
on you guys a little bit. What were you telling your team to help keep them in the game?
Oh, we're just telling them the normal things, and I think one point at a time. I'm usually not telling them anything. It's usually Luke and my assistants that are talking to them about stuff that's going on. But really, what we have to do in those situations is just respect our opponent and don't think that because they're scoring points something's wrong. They're a good team, and we have to just be who we are and fight back.
Paulina, we heard it was your birthday today.
Mm-hmm.
How did it feel to get a win on your birthday?
Feels good. Would not feel that good if we lost on my birthday.
Yeah, you were one of the leading scorers in tonight's game. Did that come from the birthday magic at all, or what brought the energy?
I don't think so. I think we were just excited to play Boise because we're always excited to play Boise. We knew it was going to be a good game. We were just ready to have fun with each other, and yeah.
Maddie, you were a huge defensive star kind of tonight for the fans. What brought your energy up?
I think like Paulina said, we get really excited when we get to play Boise, and we wanted to go into this match starting strong right away and bringing a lot of intensity and passion into the match. So.
You guys still have quite a few Mountain West teams left to play. What are you doing to keep this energy going and to continue on for the rest of the season?
We're working really hard on being positive in practice and not just think about practice as something we just have to get over with, but actually be happy and play for each other.
And setting new standards for practice and really trying to push ourselves and hold ourselves and each other accountable to get better.
Looking at your service game that's changed in the last probably 2 weeks, what have you done to do that? You had 7 aces. Usually you'd have a lot less and a lot more errors, but I know, has that been a focus in practice or, in games? I know you're still trying to serve tough, but what has changed?
I don't know that we do anything different. What I think, we're at home, and that's one thing that's helped us. And I know it's funny, and it's the same size court, the same height net and everything, but it's just different when you're on the road, and they think a little bit too much sometimes. But we're at home, and we're getting comfortable, and the whole key now is for these guys to get that feeling and understand what it feels like to be comfortable as an aggressive server. And then we can go do it on the road. It's the same thing.